Motors, Boeing, and AT&T, the big drags on the average here, as Sprint Nextel, another telecom loser, its shares down today on worries about a pricing war with AT&T. Who wins and who loses when the big telecom names go head-to-head to get your business? Here's some answers and perhaps some trading opportunities. Jeff Mackey with us, of course, from Fast Money, and Todd Rosenbluth, equity analyst covering the industry for Standard & Poor's. We welcome you both. Todd, I'll begin with you. You upgraded Verizon this morning or today in the context of the potential price war. What's your thinking?
Yeah, Standard & Poor's upgraded Verizon on valuation, and we maintained our recommendation of a strong buy on AT&T. These are the two industry leaders. We think they're setting the pricing situation for the small percentage of the base that pays over $100. We think wireless is going to continue to be a growth driver for these companies. They have strong balance sheets. They're buying back stock. They've got cost savings. These stocks are undervalued, trading at 11 times forward earnings when there's a lot of growth opportunities in these businesses. Now,
yeah, specifically, Jeff, I know on the wireless service names, and we'll start there, you're just simply a bit more skeptical.
I'm a bit more skeptical. You have an irrational player in the form of Sprint. The concern is that these guys are going to come out and just go scorched earth in terms of pricing simply to stay alive on a liquidity base. They're going to do the old saw of lose money on every transaction but make it up in volume. That said, I think this was a smart upgrade today, but where I think investors can make the most money is with the fins, with the device makers. You have a sea change going on that really benefits the folks who are making the hardware for these things.
Yeah, and I want to get to that, and I want to have the hardware conversation, but I want to finish the wireless one first, because Jeff makes a very interesting point, Todd. How do you know when you upgrade Verizon and AT&T that Sprint Nextel, it won't be the spoiler that Jeff rightly points out they well could be? Well,
there's obviously the risk out there that could be intense competition, but we think we have a rational environment that we've had in the past. You know, the $100 plus customer base that we're talking about for AT&T and Verizon is, in our view, low single-digit percentage
no question.
of their base.
I'm just looking at that Sprint chart, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Todd, but that's a stock that's lost three-quarters of its value. It strikes me as a company that would not be immune to desperate activity.
Well, we think Sprint needs to take action in order to turn around their business. But the concerns that are out there, the pricing levels, is just irrational, and we don't think Sprint is in the business of being irrational. They're still a large player. They still need to retain and grow their customer base.
The rub with Sprint is they're not going to be in business at all, and the death throes of that company is going to take a bite on Verizon and AT&T. I don't think it's a huge bite. These stocks are way off, which is why, again, I think Todd is dead on this Verizon upgrade. I mean, it's, of course, you know, I start commuting into the city, and it looks like a good call, and it's already played out. So you got the quick and the dead trading scenarios underway every day.
And then quick and dirty, Jeff, you were getting started on the hardware.
Right on. Nokia, the Finns win no matter what. They make a great product. I think Apple is going to continue they'll settle in on the phone business, but I think Nokia is going to win, and the guys who are making the hardware, also Synchronoss, they allow people to get out of those stores. Those stores are abysmal, and so the consumer really wins the less control the carriers have over the consumer.
Yeah, do you agree with that, Todd? I don't know if you have a view on the hardware name specifically, but to the extent to which you do, what is it?
We do. S&P has buy recommendations on both Research in Motion, which makes obviously the BlackBerry that can benefit. We've got a buy recommendation on Cineverse, which is going to benefit from wireless data traffic. There's a lot of ways to play this, but we still think AT&T and Verizon are in good shape here. S&P thinks there's opportunities in the telecom space.
All right, gentlemen, a pleasure. Thank you both. Todd, Jeff, as we look at Research in Motion there,